culture, it's okay for them. But again, for some, privacy is really very important. It's not because they're hiding something, but they just want that space.
Yeah, but it's really common here in the Philippines to have with that Filipino couple. They used to have exchange phone, exchange Facebook password, everything. Oh. Hey, what's up, Tingkles? Welcome back again to another video. For today's video, I have here a guest, Ate Shay. Say hi to them, Ate Shay.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Ting. Thank you so much for inviting me here.
Thank you so much also for answering my message to you. I was thinking if you're also a snob. Sure.
No, you know what? That is actually the first. A lot of these first impressions that people have in me is that I'm a snob, or like I'm kind of like intimidating. Because they say that I have a mean face.
Yeah,
But I'm actually not.
Yeah, she's fun. Our topic for this video is all about what do Filipina expect if they met a foreigner or if they will date a foreigner. So what can you tell about that Filipina expect about it?
All right, so before heading to what you should expect to when you're dating a Filipina, like any other relationships, dating another culture or dating another nationality, it can be really like there can be unique experiences and challenges, and especially that when you're dating a Filipina, it's important to approach the relationship with an open mind and a cultural sensitivity.
Yeah, that's true.
When I say cultural sensitivity, it's because it's two different cultures, right? So
combined together.
Yeah, exactly. So by the way, I'm using my sunglasses right now because
it's so sunny.
I'm not trying to be rude, but my eyes.
She's a snob, Tingkles, that's why.
No, my eyes are really sensitive, and it's really we're out here. And it's really hot and humid right now, so I don't want to be squinting the whole video. So I'm sorry, guys. I'm wearing my sunglasses, but yes, going back to the first expectation would be
to date a foreigner.
Yes, would be the Western's financial expectations. Because let's just state the obvious.
Yeah.
Well, not true that it's not true for all Filipinas or Filipinos, right? I think it's essential to be aware that some Filipinas may expect financial provision or financial support from you, especially if the Filipina comes from a less fortunate circumstances.
Yeah. It's very usual here in the Philippines to have less income.
But do you agree?
Yeah, I do agree with that, Ate Shay. Because we should not go and lie or hide anything. That's also the fact that everyone's looking for.
Yes, exactly. I wouldn't say that it's one of the reasons that every Filipina is looking, but there are cases that the Filipina, that's one of the requirements that the Filipina has, right?
Yeah.
But I think it all boils down to communication. I think that both of your expectations need to be discussed, it has to be discussed.
You should be open to each other.
Yes, exactly. So when I said financial expectations, if you're with a Filipina and she is kind of like expecting you to financially support her, you have to be, if you're not okay with that, then that has to be discussed. But if she's willing to work, you also have to be prepared that the Filipina will have to work 10 hours at least.
Yeah, but if you wanted your Filipina have full time for you, so it's your responsibility to support her needs, since you want that all the attention for the Filipina is only with you.
Yes, exactly. So it all boils down to communication. So if you do not want her to work, and if you just want her to devote her all her time to you, then it has you need to sit down and discuss about financial support, how much
Mm-hmm.
is this and how much is that. I think it is very important that topic needs to be discussed. It's not for me. It's not a requirement that you have to financially support your
Your
partner,
partner, yeah.
especially your Filipino partner. But if you want to, I'm pretty sure that's great.
Yeah,
Sure.
that's great. Yeah.
Yeah, but if you don't want to, then it has to be discussed with her, because I don't think she is. I mean, she will be okay with that, and I don't think her working is not a problem at all. What can you add?
Oh my God. So I do really agree with that financial contact problems with the relationship. It should be open up. You know, the first time you will enter the relationship with two different culture, it's very important to open up with that. Especially you are they are high and you are just ordinary, you know, and they have capable for everything and you have nothing. So before they enter the relationship with Filipina, they should have the knowledge about that. So they should not make so much issue about that.
Yes,
Because at
exactly.
first they already know the situation of Philippines or the Filipina.
Not only that, a lot of those who are retiring to the Philippines, of course, they're retired, so they don't have to work. They can. I mean, they have all day for themselves, right?
Yeah.
So they just wanna move to Dumaguete or to the Philippines and just enjoy their life. And a lot of these guys just want to have a partner who can actually also stay with them 24/7.
Mm-hmm.
So, and this is where what do you call this? This is where the idea is coming from. That because many will say that the Filipina is just there for financial provision, or is just there for money, or if she's gold digging for money. But if you really look at it, this is a retired man. A lot of them are retired here,
Mm-mm.
and that he just really wanted to have a 24/7 partner to love, to care, and all that stuff, right? So it is just understandable to, as a retired man, to be with somebody who doesn't work,
Yeah.
right? But again, it depends. Every situation is different. We all have different preferences.
Yeah, and every relationship is different. So
Yes, and like I said, if you are somebody who is not comfortable with financially supporting your girlfriend, especially your Filipino partner, it has to be said onset of the relationship, so that she does not assume. And we know that if we assume things, it's just going to lead to misunderstanding, and misunderstanding leads to fight, and then it breaks
it
the
breaks up. Yeah.
relationship.
The relationship will not work. So the Filipina expect when they date a foreigner from me is devoted. They want that the partner or the foreigner will be the leader of the relationship, and they want that the partner will always lead into the good way, in a better way, to have a happy relationship. I guess that's everyone wants also. To be devoted to the relationship, you have the commitment that you are into the relationship.
I think in every serious relationship, yes, you definitely have to be there 100%.
Yeah.
You're 100% committed to be with a person, and that person alone, right?
Only that person. Char. Di pwedeng duha.
Sharing is not caring.
Oh yeah. So we should stick to one. Oh.
Yes, just one. Three is a crowd.
That's not good. That's bad. Oh.
Yes, and I definitely agree with you. When you enter into a serious relationship, yes, of course, you need to be devoted to that person. Yeah, to
To have a successful relationship.
yes, especially with a Filipina, because whenever we are into a relationship with somebody, we already think that this is the forever
Yeah.
relationship here.
We're always that there will be no ending.
Yeah, exactly.
Road to forever, but then it's broken. we,
Devotion, according to Ting, is very
Yeah.
important. Just that's correct. One thing I would like to add is adjustments. Like I mentioned earlier, this relationship, the Western and the Filipino relationship, is of two different culture and two different tradition. So I think that there is a huge cultural differences.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to give you an example. Philippines is a really predominantly a Catholic country, and a lot of the Filipinos are very religious.
Yeah.
Right. So one example is that if she's religious and she likes to bring a lot of these figures in the house, like the images,
The images of the
and all
saint.
that. And I'm not sure with the Western world if they're religious or not, but a lot of Filipinos are too religious, right? So she might bring in a lot of these statues, a lot of these images in your house, and I think as a partner, you have to like adjust to that.
Adjust and accept it.
Yeah.
That's most important. You could accept.
Yes, exactly. Because I believe that your what do you call that? Your cultural belief, your tradition is a total opposite to a Filipino. And again, I really think that there is going to be there is going to be a big clash in there. So that aspect too has to be communicated, what you want and what she wants. If you're of two different religions, I guess you both have to
You have the problem.
just respect each other's beliefs.
Yeah, it's either the one will be go with your religion or you're just split with your religion. So I will just stay here and you will just stay there. But there's no unity because you have different belief.
So you think that in a relationship, both need to have the same religion?
Well, it's also important that you both have the same religion because you both have the same belief and the same God. Yeah, everyone have the same God, even we have different religion, but we have different belief, and it's not really good to have different one because if you are a Catholic and then your Filipino wife is having so devoted to prayers every day and you're just doing it alone because your husband is not believing that, that's really not good for me.
All right. Yes, like I mentioned earlier, every relationship is different, right? For some, like you, it is very important for you that you believe on the same thing. And in some cases, too, it's okay for them. But yeah, I can definitely, understand that because if you are of two different religions, it takes a lot of open mind. Because you need to have a lot of adjustments and a lot of understanding on what you believe in because it's different from yours. So yes, it takes a lot of open mind. If you're dating a real province girl, for me, is clueless with what a Western world is and what the people there are like, right? So especially if you're dating a province girl, she has no idea on what you want to eat. She has no idea on how you approach things on a daily basis. So this is a very simple thing, but this needs a lot of adjustments because you will need to, as a Western partner, you're going to
guide.
educate,
Yeah.
yes, guide her. In you're not making her a Western Filipina, but you need to guide her about your ways and your daily approach and things.
That's my husband did to me because I really know nothing when the first time I met him.
Yeah.
He's the one also who's bringing me in hotels, eating in the restaurant. I never had that because we always say it's expensive. So I was so ignorant, but then he slowly teach me how to act and how to react. So slowly now I become professional. Oh.
Professional. I wouldn't say ignorant because we Filipinos always kind of like overuse the words ignorant
Yeah.
in a very we say ignorant, but we don't actually mean it that way. But I would say we're just not used to
Yeah.
doing these
Doing
kind
such
of things.
things.
Yes.
Because that's only for rich people.
But yeah, so going back to adjustments, that's another example. And one more example is that the difference in attitude, right? So you have a different attitude and your partner has the Western attitude, right? And another example is that because I worked in a call center for 10 years
Wow.
and being able to talk mostly to Americans every day. So being able to talk to them almost every day, well, 5 days in a week, I learned that Western people are more direct, straightforward, and they verbally expresses what they. I mean, they verbally express what they think or what's on their mind, right? So I'll give these guys another example where, let's say for example, we are at a restaurant and your partner does not like the food, or if there is something in the food that does not belong there. So automatically a Western customer would call the waiter and tell them, right? And if they would express their dissatisfaction about the food or about the service or whatever, right?
They faster make comments
Yes.
without thinking if they can hurt someone.
Yes, exactly. And for us, that's exactly my point. For us Filipinos, we are a total opposite.
Yeah.
Because we like to pretend.
Yeah.
Like, to be honest, Filipinos like to pretend. We just try to say, not try, but we don't say.
Any words that can harm the restaurant.
Yes. If we express something, especially if it's negative,
We feel guilty.
yes, we feel guilty, but somehow we see that as a disrespect to the other person. Especially like, let's say, we are telling the customer, as a Filipino, I'm telling the waiter that, hey, I don't like this food. It tastes bad. For us, it's already a disrespect. But for a Western person, it's not a disrespect because they have this freedom of speech. I mean, we have freedom of speech, but we like to pretend.
Yeah, we don't make the open conversation in a public. If we do, we make it in private.
Yes. I mean, Filipinos complain a lot sometimes, right? But
Yeah.
we're not complaining in public.
Yeah.
We complain to our friends, to whoever we talk to, but we do not express dissatisfaction, especially in service industry. We just kind of like, be nonchalant about it, but a Western person will be straightforward about it and being direct. So it kind of like gives you an awkward situation, or you probably will feel embarrassed for the waiter.
Yeah.
So that is also something that like has to be adjusted.
Yeah.
Maybe she has to adjust or you have to adjust. I don't know how that works, but yeah.
But adjustment should be work.
Yes, exactly.
I'm talking about the rich because my expectation, if I will date a foreigner, if Filipino will date a foreigner, they always think that foreigner are rich. So that's also one of the expectation.
I don't know why it is, but yes, that is definitely correct.
Yeah.
A lot of Filipinos, if they see us especially with a lighter skinned partner, they think that they have so much bucks
They have
in
so
their
much.
pocket.
Yeah.
And
They have tree that makes fruits of money.
yeah, and sometimes it is embarrassing because, like, let's say for example, we take a tricycle or a tuk-tuk. Automatically, the driver
Well, as much.
overcharges
Yeah.
you because you have a foreign partner. That's kind of embarrassing, but yeah, that's a Filipino mindset sometimes.
It's not sometimes. I get it all the time. If they know that you have dating a foreigner, they always think that you are rich already. You have all what you want, even you don't need it.
Right.
you're able to buy what you want because foreigner is rich.
Yes, and they think that we're sleeping on.
Money.
Yeah, that is definitely true.
But they don't know we have a hard time how to divide our budget for payment, the rental, for the bills of electricity, internet, water, and for the foods. It's so hard. Oh.
Yeah, I know. Like, I want to go back. Well, I'm obviously a lot older than you, but I want to go back to the time where I didn't have to pay for the electricity. I did because we did not have electricity at home. I want to go back to that time where, okay, we worked, but we can save money. But right now we work because we need to pay bills, and there's not so much left to save.
Yeah,
Right.
you have, there's nothing for yourself anymore because everything is in budget for this, for that. It's make
And-
your head ache.
And sometimes your salary is already spent before you even get it.
Yeah, you're waiting for your salary, but you will only wait that you can pay that for something that you
Yeah.
get. Oh my god.
And most of the time you're already deficit. Like it's already like a week before your payday. You're already
You already spend
looking
all.
forward to the next payday.
Yeah,
Everything is already
in budget now.
Yeah,
That's it.
exactly. And also another what to expect. Another thing that people need to expect when dating a Filipina is that you said it all the time too. The family-centric culture in the Philippines. Family is at the heart of every Filipino. We have this special or closer tie with our families.
Yeah, very
Right.
true.
And in one of my live streams, I was asked how to impress a Filipina, and that is actually the best way to impress a Filipina through
The family.
their families.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, by saying that, because we are so close with our families, we probably will have like a lot of family gatherings, special occasions, or even without occasions at all.
We just
to have,
like to hang out, quality time.
yeah, we just like to have our families in our home, right?
Yeah.
So if you are somebody who does not want to be around with people all the time, that has to be communicated with your partner, because I don't know if you can take the family out of her.
It's not possible.
Yeah, so that there is really a big adjustment.
Yeah, with that, if you cannot adjust, then just accept. Yeah, that's very important. Kay family is very matters here in the Philippines. In your country, maybe, yeah, we said na at the age of 18, you will be separated with your kids. But here in the Philippines, even you're in 30s, 40s, and you are already married, you are still with your parents. Your parents is always one call away.
Yeah, even if you're already 40, 45, you're still living under your parents' house. And yeah, so as a Filipino, most likely she or he is going to invite her family all the time to eat at home, to eat at your house or in your house, or do special occasions or whatever. So again, if you do not like that, it has to really be communicated, and probably you have to meet halfway to retain that harmony in the relationship.
Yeah, it's not needed that you will accept or adjust faster. It takes time, of course. If you want to be part of the family, then you should learn how to be comfortable with them and how to approach.
Yes. Your Western ways and Western attitude, again, is a total opposite to ours. And the way you do things on a daily basis is like probably backwards to us. Or the way we approach things or do things is backward to yours. And yeah, that needs a lot of understanding.
Needs a lot of time.
Yeah. And the last one on my list
Yeah.
is that you're gonna have to expect that your Filipina is gonna be a little bit clingy and possessive.
Oh. Oh my God. I
Are
left
you?
the group. I left the group.
Now I'm describing Ting. Yes, because being in a relationship with a Filipina, if you are in an LDR stage, you have to expect that every minute or every hour you are going to hear from her. And being a Western, in a Western culture, maybe some of you are going to translate that into being possessive or into being a psychotic woman. But it's actually normal in the Philippines. I don't know why, but we just love to update our partners like every minute, every
Yeah.
hour.
We used to. I don't know. We felt so confident. Oh my God. I left the group.
You are like that too, right?
Yeah, I want that he can update me even not all the time, but at least in just a day, he have time to update. Because we are Filipino, we always overthink.
Yeah.
So if he cannot update, oh my God, where is he right now? Who's with him? What is he doing? Is he with another woman?
And that is one thing I want to say too. Because Filipinas are known to be jealous women, there is some truth to that, and it's cute. I mean, in some other way, and sometimes it's also negative. But yeah, like Ting said, if you're not updating her or if you're not updating your Filipino partner all the time, she is going to think
Bad. Think bad.
not so pleasant things. Yes. So I hope that you don't take that as a negative because
That's
yeah,
how we think.
I think that's one of the reasons why we are really close with our family because we always message them,
Update
we're
them.
always talking to
Yeah.
them, and it's a total opposite to the Western world. So yeah, so you need to be prepared to be.
To have a clingy and possessive
Yes.
girlfriend.
Clingy, yes.
I love to be.
Negotiable.
Yeah.
And also, being clingy and possessive sometimes, I know you've seen Filipino couples where their wives or their husbands are into their phones. Like, your phone is my phone. Your thing is my thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of Filipinos do not understand the concept of privacy. So if it's your phone, it's her phone as well. So it's expected that she is going to check your phone.
Every day, every time.
It is not a requirement. That is something that you guys need to discuss because there are men or there are Western people that's not okay with that.
Yeah. I make experience with that too.
Yeah.
The first time we met, I faster check his phone.
He gave
He put it in the table so he don't do anything. So I'll touch it and then observe there, explore and every social media to check all.
Did he get mad?
No, he don't.
Okay. Because for some other Western or Eastern culture, it's okay for them. But again, for some, privacy is really very important. It's not because they're hiding something, but they just want that space.
Yeah, but it's really common here in the Philippines to have with that Filipino couple. They used to have exchange phone, exchange Facebook password, everything. Oh.
I'm not saying that I am that, but we are stating the
fact.
common things in the Philippines.
Yeah. Oh, so I guess that's
That was it for me.
yeah, that's all at it. Thank you so much, Ate Shay, for coming and sharing your thoughts about the Filipinas' expectation when they date a foreigner. So right now, I give you the chance to promote your channel to mine.
Yes, guys, I'm so thankful and grateful for Ting for inviting me on here. I also have a channel. It's called Life with Shay. and it's all about creating reflective and contemplative cinematic videos. If you're into that, please go ahead and check. Um, yeah, so I hope you're gonna like my videos as well. It's completely different than things, but hopefully you're gonna like it.
So I'll just put her link in my description below, Tingkles. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something from it. Bye-bye.
Bye.